or so. Yep, you're live now.
On YouTube?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Freedom set you free. The YouTube chat. Virgin freedom will set me. I'm not even supposed to talk about it, but here I am. Oh, the demand is so high because I think people are getting their booty kicked on day trading SPY options. But I wish I could. My hands are kind of tied. I got in trouble for even outshining someone else, and I don't know. Now I have to wait. I did do all the stuff today for the I finished the coding today. So I got it to uh round numbers and stuff today. So I got a lot of work done with it, but I can only I'm limited on what I can share because I got a lot of trouble. I guess I don't one of the other people have a day trading SPY options or something. And I go, well, that ain't gonna go well. And I guess it has not. So, but don't worry, I will get you hooked up for sure as soon as I can. Are you kidding me, Boeing? Boeing's up $5 today. I will never close a loser ever again in my life. It wasn't even a loser. I mean, it was. I will never close another down position ever. Wow. What a hard hold. Boeing sold off yesterday too. Wow, that's a hard hold. Woo. More Boeing calls. This is like the fifth Boeing call buyer in in the past couple weeks. Wow. Wowzers. I know. I know. I know. Well, it's not 100% of the time, but I don't know if I could even say close, but it has been pretty. I mean, you get a pretty big cushion. But oh, you stayed in Boeing, Todd? Oh, I'm jealous. Curious Cat. It should be on every platform. TSLL should be on every platform. Who do you use? What broker platform? I wonder. I did find out on Robinhood. So here's a little hack because I have a Robinhood too. Um, Robinhood mobile, you could trade XXP and SPX. The web based, you have to have Robinhood Legend. But then when you do it on your phone, it still shows up on your web base. So yeah, I mean Robinhood Legend, I think is like $5, and you get pretty much a high yield savings, like 4%, which is not bad at all. I mean, at my Goldman Sachs account, I think I was getting 5, 4.5%. So really, I you have interactive brokers and you can't. Let me take a look at that. You could do regular TSLA, but I used to use interactive brokers because they were cheap. Do a little digging. We're going to start here in like 5 minutes, but I just wanted to make sure everything worked because yesterday Zoom was down. Wally Mart. That is, they should. I don't know why they wouldn't. I guess I have to log in. I don't know if I have my broker account with them anymore. Yeah, you can. TSLL. You might just need to send them a message. Yeah. Because you're not shorting it. You're not borrowing. This is weird. I'm still confused about Netflix, by the way. They have to report within the next 30 minutes. Or they're just not coming out with earnings. I'm very confused about this Netflix still. Very, very confused with what's going on in it. I am baffled. The second day I've been baffled. Some Wally Mart puts. Oh no, not Walmart. We love you, Walmart. Very, very odd. Good. I mean, I got like a 250,000 in it, so I hope so. It would not be the first time I've said that though, but I hope so. Netflix, are you going to report today or are you going to erode the options away? Should be a song. All right, let me go downstairs and get some water. Oh, Russell, are you doing the cruise and land? That's what I did. Where you end up like in, I think it's Vancouver. I did like a 2 week cruise in Alaska, and it was very pretty, but it rained a lot. All right, I will be back at 3:28. And in the meantime, mm, I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. We were gone. Wow, look at that, right on time. All righty, let's get back to business. Not much going on today, though. I have not really done much at all. Some Kava puts. Why would they buy Kava puts? They are not hungry. Does that stock have earnings? Wow, that stock is horrible. Oof. The fast food. No thanks. I really only want stuff that has earnings upcoming. All right, chat. Welcome. Oh, look. Oh, look at Lance Ippolito, aka Mitch, my wonderful assistant, posting the link if you want to learn more about the XPX. I thank you. All right, Russell, you are going with friends. Ooh, wow, how fun. Oh, beautiful. It's really pretty there. I think, where are you launching? Anchorage? Excuse me. Very, very pretty. All right, so Hertz made a little move. So Hertz with little day two, I actually bought some Hertz puts today. And yeah, good thing that buy them yesterday. I know some of y'all caught that one yesterday. Rallied 40% and or 50% yesterday, 40% today. So maybe it's a little overdone. Two things happen. It keeps squeezing to $10 or it crashes. We shall see. But I mean, a stock doubles in 2 days. I hope there should be some downside, right? So that was the big thing today, really. Hertz, Hertz, Hertz. First Solar. Ooh, those are kind of frisky. First Solar next week, 135 calls. What are we digging up in First Solar? Out the money, out the money, out the money. Of course they are. First Solar, 135 calls for next week. Do we have earnings? No. Do we have high implied volatility? Yes. You know, energy stocks have been moving up. Wow, it's a really bad chart. I don't mind bad charts. Doesn't look horrible, actually. I really don't want to get frisky. Should I? No. Nah. If they bought in the money calls, then, but I don't know. I just really don't have a big bias heading into next week. I mean, I'm still bullish, but I'm not like giddy bullish, I guess you can say, anymore. Probably does okay. Some Target next week calls. Gosh, they just love the retailers. A lot of Nike today as well. 98s. Target. Do you have earnings? No. You know, it's almost like they're trading that we get a tariff deal over the weekend with some of these cheap out the money calls. But I don't know. I caught some of the big move the other week, and they just don't have a huge umph to take a bigger risk this week. Oh, Susie, good to see you. Wow, you traded Lily again? I don't know if I should say you traded it again? So everyone, Susie did the Eli Lilly calls. She bought them at $4 and sold them at 40. What was it? What did you sell them at? 40 something ish or 38 ish? What was it again? Almost a 10x return on the you actually, how you said you got out too early. I mean, it came right back down, so never feel bad about that. But yeah, great work there. I mean, they had some, I believe, some diabetes news this morning. That's why it was up so much. Yeah, that does not happen every day. Please note that. If you're like, how did that happen? I wish, but short dated option, cheap option for a $80 stock or $800 stock, and then you have a basically a 10 times greater than expected move. That's why everything kind of worked out perfectly. Because in Eli Lilly, the stock only moves usually 1% a day or so. So when you have it move 15%, that's quite a lot to say the least. But yes, great. There was a big trade in this. Speaking of healthcare stocks, BHVN, the May 20 calls, very large, 1.6 million, but they jumped so quick. I was on a call and I bought, I think, like a 25 or 35 lot, and I was up $1,000 in like 30 seconds. These moved insane, but now they're, I think, 360, 370. Yeah, BHVN. But that was a horrible chart. I don't know what the catalyst is, but that was a huge trade. I put a little alert so if they go down, I actually put that down too. If this stock goes down, want to keep an eye on or add to the watch list. BHVN. I don't know, Jeremy, can you see if they have a PDUFA date upcoming? They might have a PDUFA date. PHVN stock PDUFA. Press release. That's I can't find anything new. You might have to go to biofarmcatalyst.com. Yeah, all that's old. I don't know if anyone can find that. Yeah, I thought it was weird. Very weird. And then they bought some uranium stocks today. Four U's. Four U's. I think this is off the Trump deal news. And then they bought some long dated UEC, Uranium Energy Corp, December 8th, which is up here. Maybe a stock to buy, just common stock and hold it. I did like those Lockheed Martin puts. The only reason we didn't do them for wiretap is they were like 10.5 by 11.5. If you're wondering why, no Lockheed Martin. But the next week 465 puts that do get earnings. You know, they have been cutting defense spending. They're 11 by 1180 now. So they did tighten up a little bit in the Lockheed Martin. Again, pretty expensive. So just a heads up there. But, you know, they have been cutting defense spending. The stock did sell off $40 last quarter. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to buy one. Maybe 11, I don't know, 30. Just as a reminder. Maybe we see some more next week. Maybe I'll try 1140. If not, I'm not going to buy more. Or I'm not going to pay up. They report on 4/22. So 5 days. But yeah, I thought that was pretty okay. Ooh, more SoFi calls. A little SoFi buyer today. A couple orders of SoFi calls. SoFi has been hit pretty hard lately. And they might have earnings next week. Let's take a look. So we really start getting in the heart of earnings season next week. No, the following week, May 2nd expiration. So just keep your fingers ready for earnings season. Really gets into effect next week. This week was, I thought Netflix was this week, and it is, but there's no stock market tomorrow. So you're kind of, yeah, kind of weird, right? Still kind of weird. Oh, look, we posted it again. Hello, Deb. Good to see you. Thank you, thank you. Man, I feel like I'm spamming the chat, but it's Mitch, but I think we're good. Maybe you can wait till like 3:50 to post again. But yeah, not a real. I haven't done much today at all. I finished the code for SPX XXP with the help of Jeremy. Uploaded that, got all the training videos for Diamond members. Early next week, we're going to have a call going over everything. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. The only thing we did was update the code to where it shows you the exact strikes and took out the decimals. So if you get an up arrow, you sell the red, buy the green. You get a down arrow, sell the red, buy the green. I think my monitor's pink though. I changed the settings to colorblind. So I am colorblind. So I did change the settings to colorblindness. So if it looks weird on my screen, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see it looking weird because I can't see the colors. Well, I have to do a different shade of colors. Pardon me. Oh, look, more Hertz puts. Ooh, Hertz. The May 6th. So that is the. I'm surprised Bill Ackman hasn't dumped his position yet. So they did the May 23rd 7 puts. They did the May 7 puts, May 16th expiration. My birthday, that's how I know it. And then they did the June 7 puts. Interesting. So the Hertz bears came out to play. You know, the company was just going bankrupt not too long ago. But hey, fundamentals don't matter. And then the other big news today is Trump is looking to fire Powell. Ooh, I mean, I don't really care, but I thought that was interesting. So if Powell goes, interest rates go lower, NASDAQ rallies. Tech stocks rally, really. But usually small caps and small caps will probably be the best. Low rates, they get to borrow cheap money. Tech stocks usually do the best as well with low interest rates, because low interest rates, you can't get yield in the bank. So therefore, you invest in stocks, usually risky stocks, which are, NASDAQ, tech stocks, right? So that will be interesting to see if that happens. I don't think Powell really does anything anymore, so why not? But yeah, frozen. Uh-oh, am I frozen? Oh crap, did I freeze? Yeah, frozen. Oh, I hear myself. Oh, I think I'm good. Okay. You scared me there, Mr. Now I lost the chat. Jim. Oh, Jim. I didn't recognize it was you. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, Gary, let me look at it for you. So let me pull that up for you, sir. Do we have a blank chart anywhere? And we'll use this one. So let's turn extended hours off, just so you can get a full visual. VIX 15-minute time frame. So we close the VIX at 31.26, and then at 10 a.m., so the second 15-minute candle, we closed at 31.08. So when the VIX closes lower than the first 15-minute candle, that means you want to sell bull put credit spreads. If the VIX closes higher than the first 15-minute candle, then you want to sell bear call spreads. Nike is really at 20%. Wow, you're right. Yeah. Like 25%. How's the chart? It just hit a new high. I don't know. I hate closing already. I say this, I want no risk, but they're so cheap of options. I don't. If maybe Jeremy, if you want to write a note, Nike's up 25%, but I don't want to sell. Why? I don't know why. I just don't want to sell. Probably a bad thing to say, but I really don't want to sell. Hertz. I mean, if we want to send a note, I don't know. They're cheap options. If you're trading huge, then maybe start scaling, but I don't know. I want some risk on, and something like I don't have really many positions at all. So I feel like if I have no risk heading into the day or no positions, um, I don't know, the stock market gets boring for me. So if you want to scale out of some, feel free. But I mean, we only have 15 minutes left. So by the time maybe here, I'll do something on Telegram. How about that? I mean, we're right at 20%. I mean, I wouldn't even say anything. Because then, yeah, if you want to, feel free. I mean, obviously it's your position your money, but why not just let it ride? It's like we're at what's the game in Vegas? Let it ride. I mean, really not Vegas, but you know what I'm saying. It's only 15 minutes left. But yeah, if you want to trim some, of course, always feel free. I will never blame you for putting money back in your pocket. No one will ever blame you. But it is kind of late in the day to send stuff. You didn't talk to your mom? Nope. I did not talk to her. Did she call? I don't know. Maybe she did. Trying to plan Easter. Last minute, of course. All right, so some Hertz, some more Boeing, which I don't have. I can't believe Netflix is not reporting. Oh, here's Bill Ackman. He's tweeting about Hertz again. Oh my goodness, this guy is just ridiculous. So Ackman, where's my screen? Here it is. Ackman said we began accumulating shares of Hertz late last year. And as of today, we have a 20% stake. Late last year would be at $3, $4 probably. I can't believe he's still pumping Hertz. Wow, that's hilarious. And I don't know where I just did with my thing. There it is. So Bill Ackman's pumping Hertz. Still, he didn't make enough money. Still got to pump it. Wow. What a time to be in the markets. Hedge funds are pumping penny stocks. Wow. Interesting. Lamb Research with some long dated calls here. Now some Hertz calls. This is just algo calls on the tweet. Lamb, that's a nice bet in Lamb Research. June 63s. Can we add to Hertz a little? Or is implied vol so high? No, implied vol so high. It won't. Oh my God, he's posting on X. Really? Like a high school girl. Oh, I got a tweet. Johnny doesn't like me anymore. This is what the markets have become. Tweets from hedge funds on penny stocks. Interesting. I have to pump my position because I'm down $500 million in Nike. Oh, yeah, that looks good, Mitch. Yeah, it does. Ooh. All right. What do you all have to say about that? Oh, yeah, we can. Where's my YouTube chat? Where'd you go? YouTube. I don't know where it went. There we go. Big house advantage. Good job, Ivan. Made $2,000 today on SPX, XXP. Man, fantastic job. You know, Susie was so kind. She was like, Lance, can I buy you a wrestling card? And I was like, no, please. It's very kind, but you don't have to. I have enough wrestling cards. Patrick gave me one too. But I do love the autograph cards. In fact, WrestleMania is this week. And I got my nephew a little autograph card. NVIDIA, some next week 95s. Ooh, interesting. Not. I mean, I think NVIDIA, you play NVIDIA, you're playing the NASDAQ, basically. So you might as well just buy QQQ calls, really. you know, might as well. Yeah, but they moved up so fast, Fernando, that I sold mostly all of them, but I kept a two lot. They jumped like it went from 330 to 370 in a flash. It's just any time I realized, like a day like today when there's really no action. I mean, the market is dead flat. Look at us. Literally dead flat on the day. The market makers will spike volatility on any big option order just because it's like, oh yeah, look, something. You know, it's and it's they panic. SYY. What is SYY? Is that the food company? May 75 calls. Is this the food one? I think it is. SYY. Various foods. Um 70 75s. Wow. A food company moving that much? Gee, look how wide. 75 by 110 and 180 by 230. No, thank you. I prefer not to have a bid-ask spread super wide. But goodness, they are, again, kind of like that. They make volatility so high so no one can, get in. So it's a little weird to see this. They just spiked vol so high in some stocks. It's like SYY doesn't usually trade options, right? So today, I mean, those trades probably made the whole market. They did. So then the market makers will make the bid-ask spreads super, super wide. So it's very hard to get in and out, to be fair. And that's the hardest part. It's trying to get out. Even if you do get in, you always want to think, well, what's my exit plan? And if they're super wide, you might not be able to get one. It can be difficult. But let's see if we get anything. We got 8 minutes left. Some cities trade a lot. The banks have been all over the place. They were up on earnings and they went right back down. They've been hard. And then the volatility in XLF and the bank stocks have just been getting crushed lately. So very, very hard to make money on them. That's why I've been really, really selective with the programs, just because some of the bid-ask spreads have been really bad. Really wide, I should say. Making it hard. Yeah, like Wells Fargo, Hard, Berkshire, yeah, all of them. Yeah. Yeah, First Solar is the next week calls. The only reason I don't love them is just they're so far out the money. That's really it. I mean, maybe, and I would assume people are hoping for some good Easter news with the whole tariff stuff. And then maybe that causes a spike, kind of like what we saw last Wednesday or so, where you have a huge rally in stocks. And then all those out the money calls give you the biggest percentage return. Maybe that's what they're playing on. I just don't 100% know. If I did, I probably would be taking out mortgages to, buy options. But yeah, just they're low probability trades. It's that far out the money. Now, if they're cheap options, like under 50 cents or so, why not? It's worth a cheap risk. But you really want those to be penny wide options. So like 50 by 51 or 50 by 52. And for Solar, they were what? 158 by 180. That's still pretty wide. And even the at the money calls, 375 by 495. That's extremely, extremely wide. So just not in love with that doing that kind of stuff right now. Really want the tight. That's why I like that Nike. Nike was a penny wide. I wish I still had Boeing, Jack. I wish I did. I mean, Boeing is earnings. It was a hard hold, and it's up a lot today, and it's still earnings at the end of the day. I mean, that's the catalyst, but that's most names. That's the catalyst upcoming. Everything, all this intraday, literally chop. It's just waiting in anticipation of the earnings. Bitcoin has done nothing. Wow. Disney, Disney was down yesterday, up today, kind of like Boeing. Up, down 1 day, 2 days. First Solar, is that more calls? June 195s. Wow. Maybe some solar stuff happening soon. That or, yeah, that's insane. So a little double whammy in First Solar. So now I like these calls a little bit more. But again, I wish they were more liquid, more tighter, the options. But that is a good thing you want to see them buying more options. Yeah, Kevin, it is XYZ is now Square. And ever since they changed the ticker, it really doesn't trade much anymore, which is a shame because Square used to be a good stock. Yeah, don't trade the super wide spreads. Because again, it's one thing to get into them, but trying to get out of them can be very, very difficult. So that's really the hard part, is trying to get out. Wow, we have 3 minutes till the close. I feel like the past 2 days we have not had much end of day action. And then if you think about it, I mean, look at the S&P. We literally did not move a point today. So if you're trading, kind of like I was telling y'all, the SPX, XXP selling premium trades, you really do well, right? Because no movement is good. Russell is outperforming. I did not trade at 10 a.m. the XXP. Later in the day, I had to make a video, so I did one lot, and obviously it's max value, but it was not. It was just for a video. But all those kind of neutral strategies are obviously doing well. But yeah, we did not move a whole nothing today. And the VIX down 7%, and the market is flat on the day. Wow. The Dow is down because of United Health. That's the only reason why. KVU made a big move again. I used to have those calls. Stock had a big comeback. Oh, speaking of KVU, April. Ooh, I kind of like these. April 25th, 24s. If these are cheap, I might buy them. KVU, KVUE. Next week, 24s. If they're cheap, I'll buy them. Oh, Lord, they're a nickel by 35. What? Okay, never mind. This is what I mean. A nickel by 35 cents. Usually these are, I mean, you could do May, I guess. They're 05 by 116. But man, this used to be penny wide options in KVU. This is insane. Oh, there's the bell. Wow. See, this is what I mean. The market makers don't want to let anyone in. Oh, 0 by 38, 10 by 140. How much did they pay? I'm just curious. This is exactly what I mean. They paid 18 cents. The market was 13 by 18. Wow, that's still really bad. But like that trader can't get out their position. I mean, unless they take stock and the stock goes over 24 and a half plus 18. This is the kind of stuff that's just been baffling me lately. Does it even get earnings? Maybe that's why. No. I mean, oh, here's Netflix. So let me look at this Netflix because the Netflix. I'm very curious about this Netflix. Do I have after hours on any of these? Let me look here. Let me turn on after hours. I'm very curious about this on Netflix. So Netflix, do these options trade after hours, or are they just expensive so they could get assigned stock? Because I'm pretty sure Netflix options stop at 4 p.m. And am I missing something here? Because I still feel very dumb about this situation. Oh, good job, James. Thank you, Jim. Netflix is up 20 bucks. I'm assuming they just made the options expensive in case they released early. Because the market is closed tomorrow. Oh, Netflix is out. Well, yeah, so they waited till after the bell. Interesting. Wow. This was the most, I would say, oddest thing about the holiday week was the Netflix earnings report. Netflix beat, top and bottom, guidance unchanged. Reed Hastings, now non-executive chair. So basically no move. Okay, well, what a weird way to kick off big tech earnings. Very, very weird. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's out. It's out. Just I guess since they pre kind of reported earlier in the week, there's no real big, in after hours action. Very weird, but they'll probably hike your prices again. I don't even know what I pay for Netflix anymore, but I feel like it goes up every time they report earnings. 11 billion in revenue estimates were 10.88, 11.04. So pretty much just beat, not much. Light beat. And the stock has no reaction. Well, that was kind of boring. Anywho. Ernie, happy Easter. You as well. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, James. Jeff, good to see you. Oh, is it? That could be it. Bill Ackman's birthday is May 11th. He needs to get out the doghouse from his $500 million Nike loss. Well, it's still a loss. It's closed it. So he's now going into penny stocks. It's almost like remember Chamath was getting into SPACs, all those people. Wow. So I got my Easter date wrong, and my girlfriend said she's sending me to RFK Jr.'s work camp. Wow. That was nice. Yeah, Netflix, no move. Wow. Okay. Well, gang, it was not the most exciting week. It was very boring, but boring was good for selling premium. SPX, XPY, whichever your cup of tea is. But yeah, very boring week. I lost $240, mostly because of my Tesla position. Oh, I lost a little bit in NVIDIA. Those calls from yesterday overnight, my whopping 5 lot. But, you know, small ball. Next week, things will get more interesting as we get into earning season and the no longer Friday off. But besides that, look forward to, I think, not next week, but Monday, we'll be opening up SPX, XPY trades to the mainstream. So I'm just working on getting all the education done. And that should be it. Is it? Oh, I bet it's super wide. And Kathy, good to see you as well. But yeah, if you need anything, obviously, if you're in Diamond Club, you got it. And then we're going to have a call, Diamond Club, probably Monday or Tuesday, whenever they get it on the books, going over everything. So you have everything first and you don't have to mess with all the chaos. Because I think April 28th, they're doing some opening it up to the mainstream, or maybe later. I'm not sure exactly. But anywho, everyone have a long weekend, fun Easter weekend. If you're eating ham, cornbread, I'm getting barbecue because no one wants to cook. And Goldman Sachs had an insider buy. Wow. $2 million. Some insider buying happening again. And then Mitch, if you can post the sign up page, it's somewhere in here. I used to have it. I think I lost it already. That'd be great. If not, no worries. Diamond Club is, I think you have to call and then it's custom to you. There's no like one, it's all custom. So there's no one way to join. And I think it's very, very selective too, if I'm not mistaken. It's only like 40, 50 people, I think. And Netflix going up a little bit. That should be good for the market to come next week. Good. That's a good sign. They're not crushing stocks on earnings, which is good. My fear is, and this happened a few quarters ago, companies were coming out with earnings. They were good, but the market would still send the stocks lower. Netflix comes out with earnings. They're good. Stocks going higher. Nothing crazy, but at least it's going up. So that's good to see. It's refreshing. But yeah, I think market's got some good legs. As long as nothing crazy happens, I think you can really start getting involved again. So everything should be good. And you also have, everyone who had to pay their tax bills. Now that's out the way. So there's kind of less of that money crunch as well. So a lot of good things for the markets going forward. So I think the panic is kind of put that aside. And just the people I talk to, they're starting to get more involved in the markets, not as scared as they were a few weeks ago, which is good. Yeah, they did. All right, everyone. Thank you again. Have a long, fantastic Easter weekend. If you're watching WrestleMania, let me know what your thoughts. It's Saturday and Sunday. I know. It's the first WrestleMania at the end of April. It's usually beginning. So if you want your kick of sports entertainment and a male soap opera, it will be on Peacock. I'll be watching. Besides that, I'll see everyone Monday again at 3:30.